Hi there, it's Melanie Folks Mayers from Eden Mayers HR Consulting to keep you out of trouble and delivering your passion. So, I really wanted to talk to you a bit about forming a rapport today. So, we've been talking a bit about managing and talent management and how you get the best out of your team. And one of the key things to do is to be able to create a rapport. And I know people say that all the time, but there is really a question around how do you actually do that? So, for me personally, when it comes down to my team, I think that forming rapport has a lot to do with just spending some time that's not necessarily work related with the individuals. So, that is as simple as getting to know them and how was your weekend, what were you up to, knowing how they like their coffee or tea. Excuse me, hay fever. Getting to know what their family situation is like. So are they married, are they single, do they have children, do they have is there stuff that they like to do? Do they like to do sports? Do they like to walk? Holiday, whatever it is, so that you can have a genuine conversation with them that isn't work related. I also think it's really important to spend time building a relationship by doing things outside of the workplace. So while I think team building is really important, when it comes down to building a rapport, that's really more about your one-to-one relationship. So where you can go for coffee or have lunch or do things like that, that also works really well. If you're a small business owner, even that time when the two of you were just in the office together, I know that like for me, at the moment it's just me and one other. So if you're spending, the two of you spending time, rather than it just being about work, that opportunity to just say, how was your weekend, what are you up to? Or even me saying, I went and had a great manicure at this place, or this restaurant's really nice. All of those things are good to share. But the other thing about building a rapport is that you have to be genuine. So you have to be genuinely interested. It's pointless in asking how was your day while you're looking at your phone or you're looking at your emails. It's pointless because they know that you're not really listening, or when they say something, your only answer is haha. So you need to really focus and really listen in. You need to turn on your listening ears. And remember that whole thing about the fact that you have two ears and one mouth, so you should listen twice as much as you speak. I've definitely found for me that building a rapport has really helped me to build a relationship. So for example, when I was working corporately, I had a team of 44 but only 5 direct reports. And so coming into that organisation, it meant there were lots of people for me to get to know and for me to understand their skills and understand their challenges and all of that good stuff. And what I found really useful was the fact that when I spent time with people, when I spoke with them and they told me their problems, I wasn't always able to solve them, obviously. I was new in the organisation. But being able to form a rapport by talking to them about my experiences and what I've been through and what I've done helped them. So rather than trying to pretend that I'm the know-it-all, basically you spend that time saying, actually I've been through this experience before and this is what I found, or I've been in this place and this is what I found and this is what I do. And also things like, when I had to talk to people about difficult subjects, if they weren't performing and they might have had difficulties at home, the fact that that I would spend the time to talk to them and discuss them and help them to solve those problems, even though they weren't work related, they were obviously affecting their work, really was important. So it really is important that you take the time to get to know your staff and really build a strong, firm rapport with them, so that it enables you to work better with them, to know what their motivators are, to know where their challenges will be. And sometimes it just means that when you see someone and they're kind of a bit out of sorts, or the quality of their work, which was once high, has slipped, that you have the ability to have that conversation rather than feeling like they're just a bad worker. You understand their home situation, they feel comfortable enough to talk to you about anything that might be stressing them or causing them concern. I think this is a really big thing where mental health is so important. People are constantly rushed and they feel like they, constantly have to be on their A game at home and at work and whatever other fun things they might do. And so to have a safe place to talk, a safe place to have that conversation is really important. It's really vital that you take the time to really get to know your staff. Because also when you're able to do those kind of things, you're able to lighten their load, which means that instead of someone being signed off for stress relief, signed off on stress for a couple of weeks, actually they can continue to work. So it's really useful for you to get to know your team so that they will open up to you and trust you, but also so that you are able to support them as best you can and get the best out of them as an employer. So I hope that you found that useful. If you want to find out some more ways that we can help you build a rapport, build your team, make sure that everyone's effective, do click the link in the comments below, and you can see how you can work with us, and you can get in touch and we can have a no obligation consultation call to just talk about where you are with your HR and what we can do for you. See you again real soon. Bye.